Hello everyone. Today we're going to see another question, which is actually a very important question when I talk about your linked list. Okay. So the question goes with clone the list with random and next pointer. So you would be given a linked list, as you can see here. Give me a second. Yeah. As you can see here, you'll be given up a linked list, and that linked list would have 2 pointers. Normally, we used to have a next pointer that used to point to the next node that was upcoming in the linked list, right? But here we'll also be having a random pointer that will be pointing to some random node in the linked list. So what we have to do, we have to construct a copy of this linked list, and the copy should consist of the same number of new nodes, where each new node, the next pointer and the random pointer should be pointing to the cloned node, right? Right, like to say this is my actual node, my uh, clone node should also be the same. It's just like I have to create the node with with everything same. Are you getting it? Just you have to pick up this linked list and create a cloned copy of this linked list. Okay, so let me just get to this. There are some steps to follow up. Let's just go with them. So we have 1, 3, 5, and 9. We have 1, 3, 5, and 9. Make sense? Okay, perfect. And then we also have the random pointers 1 to 5, 3 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5, 3 to 5. Then your 5 to null, 9 to 5. 5 to null, and your 9 again to 5, right? So we have to create a linked list that is actually a cloned copy of this linked list. So what is the first thing that you do? So first thing what you do is you start adding up a node in between your nodes. So the first step 1 in green, you add up a node here, 1. You add up a node here, 3, 5, and 9. Now how will you connect these nodes? One's next, okay? Let's say this is my temp node. Temp's next will point to this new node. And new node's next will point to the temp's next, the earlier temp's next. Make sense? So here and so is here. With this, what happened are these pointers are gone. Make sense? Now let's talk about the random pointers. So what do we do with the random pointers? That is my step 2. Step 2, random pointers. What will I do with the random? Now let's say I again point my temp here. Temp's next. Okay. So what will happen? Temp's next is this. Temp's next random points to temp's random's next. That is 1 points to 5. Are you getting it? Temp's next. This is temp. This is next. Temp's next random should point to temp's random's next. Make sense? And so forth. Here we will get the actuals that will say now 3 will also be pointing to this 5. This 5 will go on and point to my null. And my 9 will come back to 5. Make sense? All your randoms are also done. Now step 3. Step 3 is just getting this differently and this differently. I hope you're good with the steps of what we're doing. Now, when we write up this, all the things in the code, I think things will get, more clear once and when you write it up all. So let's just go with the code writing part. I know this question is a little tough. So if you have any doubts, any concerns, please post them in your comment section. You can also use the GForms link attached if you want me to re-clarify on some things you could not understand, or if you think it was a little too fast for you, right? So let's just write now. Node star clone linked list. And what will you be given? You'll be given the head pointer. First and foremost, if your head is null, just return null and it's finished. Now just write down the step 1. What is your step 1? The step 1 is creating clone nodes. So what will I do? I will first take a node star temp and just point it to your head. And then while head is not null, I will keep moving it and creating a copy. I'll create first the copy node. Node star copy. How is it? New node. With what? With the data of temp. Make sense? And then copies next. Points to what? Temps next. And then temps next points to copy. Let me tell you this in a very simple math. 1 is pointing to 2. 1's next is pointing to 2. Now what do I tell you? I tell you to just create up another node with 1. Make sense? And then do this is this step. Second step, copies next points to temps next. Temps next is this. Copies next points to this. This is your step 2. Step 3 is temps next points to copy. Temps next points to copy. Now this is not there and this is where temp is. Are you getting it? And now where should the temp go? Temp should go here. What is this? Temp goes to temps next next. With this, we're good with the first part. Let's go into the next part, that is copy random pointers. Again, your temp comes to your head. Make sense? Now, while your temp is not equal to null or while temp, you can write it that way also to make it more simple. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. While temp is not equal to null, that is the question. That is what your goes forward to. And then what we have to do? We have to just keep on iterating your random pointers. How are we going to iterate your random pointers? Okay. If temps random is not equal to null, then what are we going to, if temps random is equal to null, let's just see that case first. If temps random is equal to null, then temps next random is also null. Is also null. Else temps next random is what? Temps randoms next. And temp is what? Temps next next. Temp is what? Temps next. I'm sorry if there's any lag in the screen. I'm not really sure if, if it's just real time moving. And then what? Create separate cloned linked list. Right? And also your other linked list. Original linked list also has to get separated. Now what do I do? Now we take in 2 on head. H1 is your original head. H2 is your cloned head that says heads next. This is my cloned head. And then RT. I'll take RT because this also I'm going to start with heads next because this is what I am going to return. Makes sense? Now we just have to keep joining. And how will I join? While H1 and H2. H1's next goes to where? Now see, this is 1. This is 1. This is 2. This is 2. 1 should go to 2. This is your H1. This is your H2. H1's next should go to where? H2's next. Are you able to understand that? And then H1 should go to where? H1 should go to H1's next goes to H2's next here. And H1 goes to H1's next. Now here is your H1. Makes sense to everyone? And now if there is H1, then H2 goes to what? H2's next goes to H1 is here, then H2's next goes to here. Is it understandable? It's just that we're missing up one node in between from them. So H2's next goes to H1's next. And then H2 goes to H2's next. With this, we're done and we return your RT. This is where here. Because we did not move it and we just kept on creating up the links and links and links. So I know this is a little tough to take up. And it's actually a good question that is based upon linked list that goes with cloning a list with random and next pointer. So if you have any doubts, just make sure you're posting them in the comment section. Just make sure that you're letting me know them via your G forms attached. And by any way, I'll be reconsidering the questions or the doubts that you have, and could actually be making up a new video on it if they are so critical. Else I'll try to explain them in the comments itself. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.